Welcome to Fabulosity For You, and my name is Angie. If this is your first time watching my channel, please click the subscribe button and subscribe. Then click on the notification bell so when I upload videos, you'll be the first to know. Like this video and make a comment. This channel is about fashion, beauty, and life. And if this is not your first time visiting my channel, welcome back, my queens. My queens, it's ladies' night. It's ladies' night. And I've been waiting all week to talk to my queens. I dressed the part for ladies' night. I have a beautiful bejeweled sweater. And I just love this sweater. It just brings out my whole outfit with the little rhinestones on the side. But anyway, I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I had a beautiful Thanksgiving. And I also had today off. My job gave us today off. So I'm feeling pretty good. I have a little long weekend. So I can get a chance to do some of the things that I normally don't get a chance to do. Like sleep. No, but today is Black Friday. And I did go out. I really didn't have much to get. But I went out because I love to shop, and all the lights and sales really make me feel, lifts me up. It lifts me up, makes me feel good. So the first place I went to was Walmart because I like to every year get the poinsettias. They have those real big poinsettias. Back in the day, they were $10. Now they're $12.99. And so last year, they were all picked over. I really didn't get a chance to get as many as I like to. But this year, there was nobody in Walmart. I got there about 12:30, and the Walmart around my house, it was really hardly anybody in there. They had so many beautiful poinsettias, I didn't have to fight over them. I didn't have to get the ones that looked like they were dying. They were all beautiful, and there was a lot of them. And so I was happy about that. Then we went over to Macy's. And I'm sorry, Macy's, I didn't see no real big sales going on. Everything I saw was either not on sale, or if they had a sale, it wasn't a big sale. I might have got 20% off or 10%. It just wasn't a big sale. They had some things for 50% off, but it wasn't much. And it seemed like they hiked the prices up. So by the time you take 50% off, it's still expensive. But nonetheless, I found a few things. And I did find one thing that was a great deal. But I was really disappointed in the sales that they had. It was, like I said, it was crowded. So then the next stop I made was to Nordstrom's Rack, which is the outlet for Nordstrom's. And everything was picked over. By the time I got there, I didn't get there till probably about 4 o'clock. Everything was picked over. They really did have, nothing I saw was like, ooh, I got to get this, you know. But nonetheless, I did buy a few things. I bought a few gifts. Even though I said I was basically done shopping, I did have just a few more other gifts that I had to pick up. And I was able to do that. So as we get into the holiday season, close to Christmas, I already have my things. So I'm basically done now. Except for I just maybe have 2 gift cards to get. And then that's it. But anyway, tonight we're going to be discussing the 6 red flags in dating that you should not ignore. I'll say it again. The 6 red signs that you should not ignore when you are dating. Alexa, pause. I don't want YouTube to flag me with the claim, so I had to turn the music off. So excuse me for that. There are so many red flags I can say, but we're going to just start off with the first 6. And then, my queens, if you have other red flag signs, write them below in the comment. I would love to hear what you think are red flag signs. But before we get into that, I have to do my sunglasses of tonight. They are Versace, and they match perfectly with my outfit. I love these glasses. These glasses are old. I have had them for a few years, but they're still goodies. Okay, so a lot, and this video is for single people. It's for the kings and the queens. And if you're not single, then I'm quite sure you have single friends. So you should listen to this video, and you can also share this video. And if you have single children, you can listen to this and share it as well. I have single friends, and so what made me decide to do this particular topic is because I've been hearing from my single friends some of the signs that I know are red flags that I know they had to have seen. And I like to, when my friends tell me about their dates, sit back and when it doesn't go wrong, try to figure out what happened. And they always say, Angie, girl, why did this happen to me? Can you unpack this? And so I love to do stuff like that. And so I decided this would be a great topic. So let's get right into it. A lot of my queens and kings tend to overlook red flags. And I'm not saying that as soon as you see a red flag, then you need to just not cut this person off altogether. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, when you see red flags, you need to address it with that person. Don't make excuses. Girl, he did this, Angie, because he don't know no better, girl. He didn't grow up with a father, girl, so he don't know how to talk to women. He don't know. Don't be making excuses for these men. And my kings, don't be making no excuses for the queens. When you see red flags, as the yellow sign when we drive means to proceed with caution. And you also need to, as I said, address the person and let them know what you're feeling uncomfortable about. And then once you address them and you give them time to figure it out or come correct, and they still do not come correct, okay, then you can cut them off because you addressed this issue and you gave them time to address the issue. So once you give them the opportunity, then you don't, and they don't correct the issue, you don't owe anybody anything at all. And so you say next, you move it right along. Please, a lot of relationships begin with people ignoring red flags. And then they end up with years with these people when at the end of the day, they're going to end up breaking up and going to be even more damaged than when they began the relationship because they did not address issues when they saw red flags. So, Let's get right into the 6 flags in dating that you should not ignore. Number 1 is someone that never takes accountability. If you run across someone that is always the victim, that everybody else is always the villain, that's a problem. That's a problem. You want somebody that can take accountability. Because if they don't take accountability, the relationship is not going to work. And so at some time and point, that person, you need to see them take accountability. For example, somebody sits up and the person says, I don't know why that person treated me wrong. I didn't do nothing. All I did was try to be a good man to that woman. And all she did was break my heart, stepped right over my heart. And you say, well, you mean to tell me you was a saint in the relationship? That you had no flaws in the relationship? And if that man say to you, well, I treated that girl good. I gave her my best. I don't know why she treated me like that. Then he's not taking accountability, because with every relationship, it takes 2 to have a relationship, and it takes 2 to end a relationship. Nobody is perfect in a relationship. And if somebody said, I didn't do nothing, then guess what? Maybe that was the problem. Maybe you didn't do nothing. Maybe you didn't do anything when you should have done something. And so everybody needs to take accountability, including my queens and kings out there in the relationship. You have to take accountability for the things that you've done wrong, for things that you didn't handle correctly. And so if you are dating somebody and they refuse to take accountability, that's a problem, and you need to address that problem with that person. Number 2, somebody that talks badly about their ex. That's a problem. And some people might say, Angie, why he got to talk all nice about his ex? It is his ex. Well, first of all, you have to understand, if he don't talk nice about his ex, he probably won't talk nice about you. Usually when people talk badly about their ex, it's because they have not healed. They have not healed from the relationship. They're still hurting. Because if you're somebody that has moved on, you could care too nothing about your ex. And you don't have bad blood where you have to badmouth that person to the next person. When you have healed and you have moved on, I'm not saying that you have to be, oh, he was the greatest, she was the greatest. Nobody's saying that. But you don't have to talk badly. And you want to give out what people give. You don't want anybody talking badly about you. And so that person shouldn't talk badly. But it shows that that person has not healed from the relationship. And maybe they need to take more time to heal before they jump and start dating other people. And so you don't want anybody talking badly about another person, as I said previously, because they will talk badly about you. So that's a warning sign. So my queens and kings, you have to address the issue with that person and let them know you don't feel comfortable. I wouldn't feel comfortable if a man was bashing his ex to me, because it's over with. It doesn't take all of that. As I said in one of my last videos, you don't want to talk too much about your ex anyway. So if somebody says, what happened? Why did y'all break up? It should be real simple because it just didn't work out. And I want to move forward. I don't even want to talk about my ex. It just didn't work out. You don't go into, oh, he was just disgusting, his behavior. He cussed all the time. He was cheap. He was a cheapskate. That's not necessary. It just didn't work out. Number 3, they lie about little things. And some people, we all tell some white lies from time to time. But when you start noticing that this person is consistently telling white lies, that is a red flag. Because especially when it's really not necessary. I know all of us have ran into people that just lie. And you be saying to yourself, that wasn't even necessary. I know doggone well that man is lying. So for why he's saying it, a lie to me when he could have just told the truth, I don't know. But it's men out here and it's queens out there that tells white lies. And that's a red flag. For example, somebody could ask you, you're in the getting to know each other stage, and the guy says, well, did you graduate from college? Oh, yes, I graduated from college. I sure did. I graduated with honors. No, and doggone well you didn't graduate from college. And you didn't graduate with honors. So what's the point of telling white lies? That's not even necessary. That man don't care if you didn't graduate from college or not. But people do it. And that's a red flag. So if you see this person you going out with consistently telling white lies, that's a red flag. Some guys, yeah, I had went to Jamaica last year for New Year's Eve, and me and my boys, we had a good time in Jamaica. No, and doggone well, you didn't go to Jamaica. What's the point of lying? Trying to impress. A lot of people tell white lies really to impress. And people shouldn't have to tell white lies to impress people. And so you want to address that issue with that person if it happens on a continuous basis. Number 4, a person that hangs out with bad influence people. That's a red flag. You don't want the person you dating hanging out with people that's a bad influence. And it could be that person's family, a family member, a friend. So you want to watch or listen to who this person is hanging around with. Because that person, that individual, can be a bad influence in your relationship. An example would be if you have a family member that, I'm just going to say, they could be single and they can be married, but they are bad influences because maybe they like to cheat on their woman. Maybe that's what they do. And then they hanging around your man and, hey, man, let's go check out some girls. Let's go check some women out, man. And your man might not be that. Your guy you dating might not be like that, but birds of a feather hang together. Birds of a feather hang together. You ain't never seen no squirrel hanging with a bird. A squirrel hang out with a squirrel and a bird hang out with a bird. And so if you know your man, the guy you dating, he's sitting up here hanging out with the kind of guys that like to party all the time, get drunk all the time, and cheat on their women, then you need to intervene. And you need to tell them, address the situation, and say you're feeling uncomfortable about the people that they are keeping. And that's okay. That's what you should do. And then some men and women, they have friends that are single and bitter, or in a marriage that they're bitter in. And then here you are, you got somebody you trying to date and feeling happy about and getting along, and they gotta, you trust them? Do you trust him? Do you trust that dude? I wouldn't trust him, girl. You know all men ain't nothing. These men out here is nothing. Girl, I wouldn't be all excited about him. Girl, he probably got 3 girlfriends besides you. Man, she too fine, honey. Man, you know she got somebody else. I wouldn't trust her. She, no, she trouble. She trouble. And these people that hang around, that your mate, the person that you're dating is hanging around with, are influencers. And so you need to address those issues and let him or her know, hey, I'm not down with that. I don't like the people that you're hanging around with. And you tell them why. And you have every reasons to. You have every right. Now, whether they listen to you or not, which should determine your relationship. Whether you're going to continue or whether you're not going to continue. Okay, and so number 5 would be, a red flag is how they treat other people. If you dating somebody that talk crazy to people all the time, girl, you need to shut up to people. You need to mind your business and shut up. Get out of my face. What the hell? Answering the door. What the hell you want? Or just low down people. You know, it's people that scheme on people. It's people that just phony as I don't know what. And they just treat people any old kind of way. And they just known to be some nasty people. That's a sign. Even if he treating you right or she treating you right. But she treating other people wrong, or you just know that she could be grimy at times or he could be grimy at times, then that's a red flag, because he might start off treating you right. And then all of a sudden he telling you, get out of my face. Shut up, bitch. No, That's a red flag. You don't want anybody that treats other people wrong, that treats other people bad, because that's a red flag for you to know they're going to turn on you once you get comfortable. They're going to turn on you. And so the 6th red flag is they have never been alone. And some people might not even understand how this could be a red flag. But I see this in both my kings and my queens. It's some people that just can't be alone. It's some people that always got to be sitting up under somebody. It's some people that can't stay in the house by themselves. They always got to be in a relationship, and they really don't care who the person is. They're ignoring the red signs because they just want to be with someone. And that person is not healthy to be around with if you're trying to have a relationship, because you're not going to ever see their true selves, because they're going to always try to be what you want them to be and not who they are, because they want to be able to stay with you. And if I have a problem with somebody that cannot be by themselves, because at the end of the day, you must not be great company. It's something about yourself that you're not secure in if you always have to be with somebody, regardless if it's the wrong person or not. And so that's a red flag. So, my queens out there in the dating world, be careful when dating. You see some red flags, you proceed with caution and address the situation. And so if you have single friends out there, if you're married, share this video or give them the advice I've given them. My kings, if you have kings, you can share this information with them too, because this is for the kings and queens. And I wish everybody a blessed night, a restful night. Enjoy this weekend. And thank you for watching my channel.